Hello. So I wanted to make this video look nice and edited and things of the sort, but I've got like 90 videos backlogged, and I wanted to make this one first before I uploaded those. So we're just gonna do it this way. Hope you guys can understand. So, full series FC. What is it, and how do you achieve it? So there are actually multiple different full series FCs that you can get. The ones that I have decided to document would be, we have the Legacy Full Series FC, the Modern Full Series FC, the 5 fret Full Series FC, the 4 fret Full Series FC, the 6 fret Full Series FC, and then the True Full Series FC. The one that I achieved not too long ago, maybe a month or so ago, was the Legacy Full Series FC. And that is, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch over to the scene so you guys can see. There's all the definitions, really, and this is my current progress. So I achieved the Legacy Full Series FC. So it's Guitar Hero 1 to Warriors of Rock, and it's pretty much anything that you could play on PS2. This was decided by Score Hero many years ago, but it's kind of outdated, especially for playing on Clone Hero, where you have access to basically everything. But yeah, there's 660 total songs in there, and it doesn't include anything extra like you'll see in the Modern Full Series. So the Modern Full Series would be the Legacy plus the 2 hidden GH1 tracks, the 10 360 GH2 exclusives, Band Hero, the career battles not included in the Legacy, so these would be like the Tom Morello, the Slash, and Devil, the career battles, and the Joe Perry career battle as well. Those are included in the Modern, DJ Hero, and Guitar Hero Live. So as you can see right now, I have 748 out of 793 toward that. The next one would be the 5 fret Full Series. So it's the Modern excluding Guitar Hero Live, because that is 6 fret, plus any unused tracks, so like demo tracks that are different than the retail versions, prototype charts, things like that. That would fall under unused tracks. There's also a couple from Guitar Hero 5 that were unused. So it also includes that, all DLC and tutorials. And that totals up to 1,380 songs, and I've done 975 of those as of making this video. The 4 fret Full Series would be next, which is the On Tour games. That's On Tour through On Tour Modern Hits. Band Hero DS would be included here, but those have not been ripped. So as of right now, I do have the 4 fret Full Series, which is pretty cool, I suppose. Then you have the 6 fret Full Series FC, which is Guitar Hero Live and GHTV. Obviously, I have a ton of work that I need to do there. And then finally, you have the True Full Series FC, which is the 5, 4, and 6 fret Full Series FCs all together. That is literally everything. So if we break it down further, if we scroll down here, you can see these are all the individual games. We have Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero Rock the 80s, Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Band Hero, and DJ Hero. So those are the individual games. These are the 5 fret ones. So these are the additional set lists that count toward various different Full Series FCs. And you've got the Guitar Hero 2 DLC, Guitar Hero 2, the PlayStation magazine. There were 4 songs from that. The retail demo. There are 32. One of them is a weird unused track, which is interesting. I may make a video on that one, because that one is literally just heart-shaped box with the chart and audio and everything, but it's overlaid also with the YYZ guitar audio. It's very strange. But yeah, then you have the Guitar Hero tutorial charts. There's actually 9, but 2 of them are literally unplayable. So there are 7 playable ones, which are included here. Then you have the GH1 prototype, which I've done all strums, and that's one. So 49 of those videos I need to upload are that, so I need to get those uploaded. But yeah, that one has been completed. The GH80s prototype, there's not much from here that I'm actually gonna record. There's a few, like the Because It's Midnight placeholder chart. I definitely want to upload that, and so you guys can see that. So then you have the Guitar Hero 3 DLC. There's 69 total charts. There's 68, and then there's an additional We Three Kings 1100 note chart. Then you have the Guitar Hero World Tour DLC, which I've only done 12. Metallica, the DLC from that is basically the Death Magnetic, but I think there's some slight variances in that. And there's also a Suicide and Redemption that includes both the James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett solos together. So that's all in one chart, so I'm including that. You have the Guitar Hero 5 downloadable content, which is what I was working toward before I got more or less sidetracked with the earlier Guitar Hero stuff, so like the demo and the prototype stuff, which I'll probably knock out before I return back to DLC. Then you've got Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. There are 84 songs from there. I have FC'd all of them. Oh, I skipped over the unused tracks, which there are 5. There was one song from there that was really cool. I'll show that when I go over the actual set list in game. These are the non-5 frets, so you have the 4 fret here, be on tour, decades, and modern hits. There were some unused tracks. There was a different Satch Boogie Euro version, which was interesting. It was basically like the US version, but the solo D and solo F in that were essentially the hard versions rather than the expert versions. It was very strange. I'm not sure if it was an improper rip or what, but yeah, that's one that I ended up doing. And there was one actually fairly difficult unused track in Modern Hits, which I might go back and record. So then, to round it out, you have Guitar Hero Live and Guitar Hero TV. Tons of stuff to do there. I've FC'd one song from each. I did record one of them, which was on GHTV, and then the other GH Live for the full game FC. I did not record that one. That was, at least in my experience, the easiest 6 fret. But I want to knock out the 5 fret stuff before I round it out with the 6 fret. So, yeah, my total FC count is 1,089 out of 2,053. So, yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of what I am trying to achieve and the various different full series that you can have. And I should have probably explained it earlier, but yeah, the full series, it's basically just taking a set of something, so a series of something, and FCing or full comboing every single song in that. So, now let's go ahead and go through each of the games, just real quick. Let me switch over to this scene here. Alright, so this is Guitar Hero 1. I did this on all strums. There's definitely some difficult ones, like Fire It Up is pretty difficult. Cheat in the Church isn't too bad. That is kind of hard on all strums, but this one, Get Ready to Rock, is pretty difficult. Triple Ed is pretty difficult. Of course, you have your songs down here. Godzilla, Texas Flood, Frankenstein, Cowboys from Hell, Bark at the Moon. And there's a couple others, like Crossroads, actually pretty difficult. So yeah, some other difficult songs that I only recorded Bark at the Moon for the regular retail Guitar Hero 1 all strums. But as you guys will see if you watch my videos, when I upload them, I recorded every single one of the GH1 prototype on all strums. And the prototype charts for a lot of these already hard songs, like Texas Flood and Frankenstein, Cowboys from Hell, and Bark at the Moon, they're actually harder than the prototype. So yeah, that's Guitar Hero 1. Did this one back in 2021, I think. Or no, 2020. Pretty sure it was 2020 when I did this. So nothing too bad. There are some difficult ones if you decide to go all strums, but overall not terrible. GH2, this was the first one I did. I can't remember exactly when I did it. Jordan being the most difficult of the retail songs. There was a Taps version that was included with the set list that I went ahead and did anyway. Nothing else super notable. Trogdor Clone Hero is really not that bad. Then on the main set list, there were a couple other songs on here that had PS2 specific versions, and I'm not sure where. Yeah, here's one of them. That was a PS2 specific. Miserloo had a PS2 specific, and then I think Shout Out the Devil, yeah, had a PS2 specific one. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Some fun ones in there, like Miserloo and Hangar 18. Freebird, the solo is fairly fun. Beast and the Harlot, pretty fun. So yeah, another set list that's not too crazy outside of really Jordan. Guitar Hero 80s, because it's midnight, difficult. Ballroom Blitz, quite difficult even on Clone Hero. That one actually took me a little bit to get. Play With Me, pretty fun. 17 is actually really fun. But yeah, overall, 80s really isn't too bad either. Just a couple kind of hard charts. There is this chart of Wrathchild that has an additional note, which was included in the French version of 80s. So I did go ahead and FC that as well. Then we get into GH3. Now this full game is fairly difficult. There are some definitely difficult tracks in there. Obviously, Through the Fire and Flames. If you haven't seen my video, it is on my channel. And yeah, that one was the second last of the Legacy full series that I needed. Saved that one for close to last because I wasn't so sure if I could actually get it on Clone Hero, but proved myself wrong. The Way It Ends is a difficult one. If anybody's familiar with the GH3 setlist, you know the difficult songs. In the Belly of Shark, kind of. Don't Hold Back, difficult. FCP, difficult. Impulse, fair, My Curse, Take This Life Can Be, The Way It Ends, yeah. Flames, obviously. And then, yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia here. And you also notice I did do the boss battles. So the Morello boss battle, you'll see the Slash one coming up. Did that. Pretty much anything down here is not hard. It's just getting through them. Black Magic Woman can be because the strumming is a bit weird. But some fun ones in here, like Pride and Joy, Monsters, Before I Forget, Stricken. Those are pretty fun. And then things, of course, ramp up in difficulty. One took a bit of time to get. Raining Blood actually didn't take me so long on Clone Hero. I was actually pretty surprised. Devil, the boss battle, it's significantly easier than the DLC version. It's pretty much all the easier parts of the song, outside of, like, verse 4 and Victory Solo Q. You do have to play in this, but besides that, it's not terrible. So yeah, this is one of the harder set lists to FC, but... yeah, so that's GH3. Aerosmith is pretty much a walk in the park, with few exceptions. On the Joe Perry guitar battle, that one is one of the harder tracks of what you could consider hard Mercy, kind of. There's a few songs in here that I actually do like Beyond Beautiful. I actually do like the track. Train Kept Rolling is obviously the hardest song in here. I believe... I could be wrong, but if I recall correctly, I did get this within 1 or 2 tries, thankfully. But outside of that, the rest of the set list is nothing. It's just getting through it. If you're an Aerosmith fan, you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, it's going to be a slog to get through, for sure. World Tour, there's some difficult ones in here, like, you know, BYOB, Assassin, Beat It, Crazy Train. Overall, the set list is pretty fun. You take away the Terrible Engine, this one is pretty fun. Hot for Teacher is quite difficult. That one took me... I didn't get it on video the first time. To get it on video the second time I FC'd it, it took like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to get that. So that was quite difficult. That outro is an absolute pain in the ass. Banger of a song right here. Not hard, but I love the song. Mr. Crawley... I may have skipped over 1 or 2, just ones that are jumping out at me. Pull Me Under isn't super hard. It's a pretty chill song overall. Satch Boogie is fairly difficult, depending on what method. I'm not one to slide or spam or anything of the sort, so I had to try to method it out. Scream Aim Fire, it's a pretty fun one. Stillborn is a pretty fun song to play. The boss battles were released recently with, I think, the latest update of the set list that you can pick up, so I had to go back and get that one in the Zakk Wylde guitar battle, both of which are fairly difficult. Trapped Under Ice, another difficult one there. The Jimi Hendrix songs are hit-miss. They're not super hard. They can be a little tricky, but they're not too bad. So obviously, Satch Boogie being the most difficult, and Hot for Teacher as well. So that's World Tour. Metallica has a ton of fun songs. I actually don't believe I recorded any on video except for one, which would be one. That one I did because I had not gotten a video of me FCing that. So there's that. It's also the only one on console I haven't done. I didn't really record the rest of these on video because I've already done them on console. Now, granted, there were some that I had done on console that I did go ahead and FC on Clone Hero, but if anybody really wants me to FC these on video, I could go ahead and do it. It's not really a problem. I just didn't really feel the need to do it. But yeah, the set list is one of my favorites. It's really fun to play. Tons of great stuff in here. And yeah, this one was fun to get through, and I will be uploading the video of one here at some point. So Smash Hits was the third to last set list that I finished. There were definitely some difficult ones in here. Bark of the Moon's not too bad, since you don't have to strum through everything. Beast and the Harlot, that's a pretty fun one. Caught in the Mosh, fairly fun. Cowboys from Hell, pretty fun. Cult of Personality. Freebird, the solo is different. It's fun to play. Laid to Rest, it was nice to actually have the master track and not the abomination that we have in Guitar Hero 2. That vocal cover is just horrendous. Miss Murder is actually kind of difficult because the strumming at the end is kind of fast, depending on what you consider fast. Play With Me is a fun one. Psychobilly Freakout, Raining Blood, which I did get on console many years ago. That one was a pretty fun one. Obviously Flames. This one took me a bit to get. This is another one that if you want to watch it on my channel, or watch me do it, it is on my channel. That one, it is easier than the GH3 chart, but there's definitely some bullshit in here. Definitely some bullshit. But yeah, this one took a long time to finish the set list off because of Flames. Outside of Flames, like nothing else holds a candle to Flames. The other like real like somewhat difficult ones, these three right here, pretty much. Play With Me, Psychobilly, and Raining Blood. Those are like up there. Freebird also because of its length, but yeah. Flames is what's going to stop you from getting this set list, most likely, until you conquer it, of course. There is an extra chart here. This is an alternative of Rock and Roll All Night. I believe this is the cover from GH3, but there is a chart of it in Smash Hits, which is interesting. So, Guitar Hero 5, the only real notable one is 21st Century Schizoid Man. I believe this is the only one from the set list actually recorded for Clone Hero. The rest of them all the rest of the difficult ones I've already FC'd on console, and I have videos of them. There are some notable ones in here, like Demon. I think it should be Demons, but that one, Done With Everything, Die For Nothing. Scatterbrain should be coming up. No One to Depend On. So this set list is pretty decent. I actually really enjoy Guitar Hero 5. I know not a lot of people seem to like it for whatever reason. Spirited Radio, that's another one. Yeah, there's a lot of fun tracks on here, I think. A lot of more indie songs as well. But yeah, overall, fun set list. But nothing too bad. Outside of 21st Century Schizoid Man, and on Clone Hero, it's not nearly as bad. So outside of that, not too bad to FC. Van Halen was obviously the last set list I did. There are some really difficult songs in here. The big ones, Eruption, that one took me some time to re-FC on video. Hot for Teacher, by far the hardest song in the Legacy full series. Out of like the entire like 5-fret, this is probably number 1 or number 2. This is like This song is insane. That strumming is just ridiculous. I already made a video on why this is so hard. This song will probably haunt me, even though I've done it. Every time I hear it, just brings flashbacks of how difficult a grind this was. But yeah, this was clearly the last one that I did. The set list, and of course that song. A Little Guitars, the intro is fairly tricky. Painkiller is really fun in this. Yeah, nothing outside of like the big difficult ones. There's nothing like super hard. There are some tricky ones in here, but you know I'm the one that's what's gonna hold you up. That Eruption, maybe Spanish Fly, Words of Rock. There's definitely some difficult songs in here, and this is what will round out the Legacy full series. But I'm gonna go over my progress of everything. So, Black Widow, that one took me like an hour to re-FC on video. Burn can be kind of difficult. Calling, Chemical Warfare, obviously Fury. That this was the 4th to last. Yeah, because I had at one point Fury, both Flames, and I'm the one remaining, so I did get that one. Holy Wars, that's another difficult one. If you want Peace, Prepare for War, and pretty much all the difficult ones I did get on video. I just have to upload most of them. Psychosocial, I don't believe I recorded that, but that's not like super hard. Same with Ravenous. I might have gotten that one, I'm not sure. I did get this on video way back in the day, back in like 2011 or something. Setting Fire to Sleeping Giants is not nearly as bad on Clone Hero. I think that one took me literally one try. Speeding I did get on video, that's another difficult one. Now here's something interesting. I don't know the difference between these two charts. I genuinely have no idea. I believe I did record the Sudden Death. I didn't record the career version. As far as I know, they are the same exact chart. I could not notice the difference. They were the same amount of notes. My score obviously is a little different between the two. It's probably just slightly different activations. But yeah, same note count between them. I don't know. Suffocated, that's another difficult, fun one. This Day We Fight is fairly difficult. Ties That Bind, if you're not great at strumming, is pretty difficult. The only, I think part 1, 4, and 7 are the hard ones of those. And then You Can Still Rock in America. So that's Warriors of Rock. One of the harder set lists to finish off. Not just because of Fury, but like Chemical Warfare and Ties That Bind, Black Widow. Those are going to hold you up for sure. And Band Hero, there is nothing in here of significance. The only one that might throw you is I Want You to Want Me Live. There is a little bit in here that could potentially throw you. But on Clone Hero, there is nothing else in here worth noting. I did stream my entire experience of FCing all of these. That was something. I hope to never have to play these songs again. Really didn't enjoy it. But yeah. That one is something I did after the community decided that it should be included in the full series. It's going to be and is a part of the modern full series, which I currently don't have because of Guitar Hero Live, but that's where Band Hero ends up being. So then you have DJ Hero. There are 10 tracks from this. The only one that's actually difficult was this one, the Fight Smash Win versus Intergalactic. There's a strumming bit in here that was difficult. I did get it first try, thankfully, but the rest of it's really not that bad. So then we get into some of the other stuff that I have not fully finished. Like there's some demo tracks in here. I haven't played that yet. There's some other demo tracks here that I have. Some of them I've played, some of them I haven't. This one. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's really weird. Here are the playable tutorial charts. Guitar Hero 2 DLC, these are counting toward the DLC count because these are songs from Guitar Hero 1 that were included as DLC for Guitar Hero 2. So these I'm not playing all strums because I can use the hammer-on since they were technically considered for Guitar Hero 2. These I already did, Detonation being by far the hardest. In fact, Detonation and Jordan are kind of close in difficulty. I think different... There's definitely differences between them, obviously. One is more tapping based, this one, the solo is more technical? I don't know, but yeah, GH3 DLC, there's a lot that I need to do. You're going to notice I have 2 done, which is the We Three Kings 1100 note, and then Johnny Hardly Knew Ya video I need to upload. You're going to notice that I do not have Rev Def. Now, I have FC'd Rev Def on Clone Hero, but I removed the set list that it was in, so I will need to redo this. Along with these other Dragon Force songs and Surfing the Alien, Soothsayer. So there's going to be some fun when I get to here, having to re-FC some of those songs. Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. World Tour, I'm working through. A lot of these, or some of the ones that you'll see here, I played literally one time. Just not even when I was working toward this. This one I've played a few times. Just haven't gotten it yet. But just playing around. I picked them, I played them. Day I was probably chilling, and the hardest being Dueling Banjos. Did get that one on video if you want to check out my channel and see that one done. That is the second hardest DLC song, hardest being Devil, which I completely grazed over. Let me go back here for a second. This is going to be the last 5-fret song that I get. Devil is extremely, it is ridiculously hard. That and I'm the One are your 2 most difficult songs, 5-fret, in my opinion. So yeah, Dueling Banjos, got that one done. This one, it was a pain in the ass. I am glad that it's done. The charting for it is really, really weird. Some of these others I'm not super familiar with. That one's a fairly difficult chart, but on Clone Hero shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so some others that I may be just going over that I may discover are difficult, but right now I have no clue. Yeah, still a ton that I have to do here. But I think a lot of it's just going to be simply just playing through the set list. The Zakk Wylde and Ted Nugent battles, those I had already done previously because the career versions were not available, so I went ahead and did these and replaced in placement of them. So here are the Guitar Hero Metallica DLC charts. They are essentially the Death Magnetic album, with this having the same, or having the solos from these two, which is kind of cool. Guitar Hero Live DLC, there's definitely some difficult ones in here that I know for sure, like Afterlife and Hangar 18. There's probably some other ones that I can't think of. There is one that I did do that I recorded that was definitely difficult, and I'm surprised nobody really talks about it. Scream, that's another one. Wow, some of these I am saving for when I go back around, because they're songs that I like or think will be fun to play. So I'm waiting until I finish up all the easier ones or songs I may not like. This one, Who I Am, was actually a pretty difficult FC, but nobody ever talks about it. These are the hidden tracks. This song right here is fantastic. I wish it had made it into the game. This is a great song. Just sounds fantastic. This is an official medley, which is interesting. A Led Zeppelin song almost made it in. It'd be a live version, but still, it almost made it into the game. And then, yeah, this one, I think, has a note at the beginning and note at the end, just placeholder notes. And then, Nine Inch Nails song here, which I think is DLC and Rock Band. And then the Warriors of Rock DLC, some of which definitely caught me off guard. Mainly the Black Label songs, like Black Sunday, Crazy Horse. I think Black Sunday in particular, that one definitely caught me off guard. And then Parade of the Dead. That's another one. That's fairly difficult. I think the most difficult song, in my opinion, is Living Dead Beat, because that solo is pretty tricky. Black Sunday is probably up there. Some may argue it as being the hardest. And then another difficult one, it's much more difficult on the Warriors of Rock engine, but it's still pretty difficult here. So World on Fire. Nothing else on here was really insanely difficult. It was just simply playing through them. But yes, I have completed all the Warriors of Rock DLC. Then there's the on-tour songs. Nothing super worth noting except for one song, which is Rock the Night. By far the hardest on-tour song. There are some other ones later. I don't... These right here, I Don't Want to Stop, Anna Molly, Knock Me Down, Pride and Joy, and I Know a Little. These are actually kind of hard, but Rock the Night is by far the hardest. To Decades, Tarantula is a pretty difficult song. That I can imagine on the game itself, pretty difficult. The strumming in that, I believe in a thing called Love, is pretty difficult. I think Satch Boogie, yeah. So Satch Boogie, the European version, is kind of weird, but this one is kind of difficult. Definitely the most difficult in this game. And then Modern Hits, the most difficult would be Shockwave, which I did record. I can definitely see why that one has not been FC'd. Normally, it has been FC'd with, what is it, fan mode or something like that, where all strums is enabled, or auto strum is enabled, so you can, you only have to worry about fretting, not strumming. One of these, I think it was Generator. I think it's this one. It was actually pretty difficult. But yeah. This one, and this one were just unused tracks, so they never made it into the game. Scream and Fire is pretty difficult as well. So this one I did on all strums. I did record all of them. Now you will notice that some of the scores, as I scroll through, will say that there's no modifier, because when I ripped the set list from the ISO, I played through all of them manually. I should have just used a bot, but I didn't. I actually played through all of them, and some of the scores that I got from the all strums did not beat my no modifier runs. That's why they show here as having no modifier, but you'll see in the video that I did do on all strums. There are some pretty insane ones in here, like Fire It Up, instead of having a trill, has triplets. The end solo for this is unnerfed. The solo in this is unnerfed. This chart is completely different. Still random, still a pain in the ass. This one has a couple hard parts. Cowboys from Hell is absolutely insane. The unnerfed solo is really, really hard. Triplet is completely different. The solo, the main hard part is still basically the same, but yeah, there's definitely some difficult ones, and I'm looking forward to actually uploading those. The prototype here for 80s, I haven't done much. Like, I need to play through here. It's just a placeholder chart. A couple others here that I didn't record any videos of these. If you want to see any videos of these, you can check out Wise Moose. He's got the differences between 80s and the prototype charts. Ballroom Blitz up here actually doesn't have the fast strumming. It's just it's a much easier song in the the prototype. I don't know why they added the ridiculous strumming. So then we get into Guitar Hero Live. I have one FC, and it's not going to show because I don't have the, because I'm playing on 5 fret. Where is it? This one. That's the only song that I have FC'd on 6 fret for the main set list, and then you come down here to the Guitar Hero TV stuff. I have one song FC'd, and it is Still Into You by Paramore. And I'm not sure what tier of intensity it is. Oh, it's this one here, Intensity 2. It's the only song from TV that I have FC'd. And that is everything. That is the full breakdown and the total amount of songs that I have just scrolled through once I finish up scrolling here. Total 2,053. And I believe that should be everything that I'm going to be adding. And the most difficult song here in the 6th fret would be Through the Fire and Flames. And I am going to be saving this song for last. So this will be the last song for the True Full Series and 6th fret Full Series when I do get to that point. Whew. I don't know how long this video is. Let me take a look. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, my god. Alright. So, let me switch that off. Okay. I know it's super bright. For anybody who stuck around and listened to my rambling of all the various set lists, thank you. I appreciate it. But I just wanted to get this out so I can actually start uploading videos. And yeah, that'll do it. I will keep you guys updated with my progress, and I will leave a link to the spreadsheet in the description if you want to take a look at that. And yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching. Take care.